just have to start somewhere and end somewhere. And hopefully it's not a big catch and a big break. Cut! Woodturning 101. And that's it.
So, in other words, I can hold this frickin' thing, I can do anything I want with it, as long as I keep that out of the way and don't shove it straight into that.
And then if you want, you know, get the different grind, put that down on the inside, and you can buy one of these, again, and just grind it. I think they come with this little bit of a fingernail grind, and you can grind it with a regular grind, a standard grind, and then you can do that near bowl. You see how nice that cuts down there? Look at how smooth that cuts. You know, and
do that again. Turn it on. Do another.
Grind the double. I'll get out of the way here and do a southpaw. Not the best way, but for educational purposes only. I ride that bevel as close as I can. Vibrations because it's thin. We're getting, end grain is in a little knot makes differences, but we're flexing. See? Yeah, it's wet wood and it'll flex, and that's what happens when you get to that. When you hear chatter like that, that means the wood is flexing. And so I'll let it dry, and maybe we'll recover, or maybe we won't. Since this was a practice bowl, we don't care.
You took way too much off for drying, redoing.
Exactly. So I could, now it's actually pretty dry. I could finish it, sand it, and sit it on a shelf and let it warp the way it is and see what happens. That's what I might scrape. Or if you go the other way, it's going to catch its way out. So you don't want to do that.
I don't mind scraping.
No, scraping's good, but here, then you got to use the scraper. Here, I'll show you when you do with that scraper. You can take.
But this is no good here.
No, because then you're going to catch every time.
I got to get. I'm really not shearing so much as I.
That way, when the bevel's rubbing, and it's going to cut the wood instead of try to tear the wood, and that's what happens. If you're scraping, you're more tearing it than shearing it.
Well, just practice. I've had some horrifying things. You remember that little bowl that you started and I took home with me? You were going to burn it. I had that down to about like this. And I don't know, I got in here one day and the whole side of that freaking bowl took off. And I don't know where it went, but it went fast.
Like the one that hit me in the head? No blood though?
So yeah, this is what I've been doing. I've been putting my rest in here, and I've been trying to do this.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden it'll go, and it'll spiral it all the way back
and
down.
As soon as you get to there, it's going to catch that grain that's turning that way. This is pretty straight, it's not too bad. But as soon as you hit that curve, it's going to catch it, and it's going to try to throw it out because its centrifugal force is catching it and throwing it away. The other way, it wants to spiral it in because it's trying to catch it to go down and follows the grain in. It's just practice. Everything is. I'm just gonna take the scraper and I'm gonna just finish that inside a little bit.
I made a scraper today out of a file.
Did you?
Yeah.
My Googles.
You got contacts in?
No.
Well, how can you see?
I don't wear contacts. That's just riding that little burr up in there, and you can make a nice cut. I'm a little low on the rest, but I just want to take just a little bit.
don't mean to get in your home movies here, but that's a big